नित्यानन्देश्वर परमशिवसमारम्भाम् नित्यानन्देश्वरि पराशक्तिमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। I welcome you all with my love and respect. I welcome all the devotees, disciples, Samajis, Satsangis, Shri Mahants, Tanedar Kotari, visitors, viewers, sitting with us all over the world through Nityananda TV, Kailasa TV, and two-way video conferencing having Nayana Diksha. I welcome all the Kailasa's ministers, ambassadors, diplomats, e-diplomats, citizens, consulate generals and supporters, Mantreshwaras, Vidyeshwaras, Ganeshwaras, Lokeshwaras, Astreshwaras, Paramashiva Ganas, and Paramashivoham, Season 11 participants. I welcome all of you with my love and respects. Paramashiva's message directly from Kailasa. Paramashiva, the source of the cosmos, existence, universe, known reality and avyakta, unmanifest component of the universe, everything. The source is ultimate auspiciousness. Listen. If you are a long time devotee, disciple, you may think, oh, you already heard this from Swamiji. Listen now. Now it is an initiation, not just words. Initiation. Sit straight. I am going to initiate all of you to manifest Paramashiva in all the 36 tattvas, 36 principles. Understand? I am preparing all of you for Kailasa administration and Hindu parliament. That is why now I am giving 2 satsangs every day. From today, there will be 2 satsangs. I will give English satsang and Tamil satsang. If you know both languages, you can enjoy the whole satsang. It may be some 3-4 hours treat. I really want to sincerely prepare all of you to be part of the Kailasa administration, Kailasa governance, and Hindu parliament system. And we are doing this very sincerely, seriously. We have already started charting out, means penning down and detailing. We decided in the Hindu parliament, the five structure, I think already I told you about the five structure. Chit Sabha, Raja Sabha, Deva Sabha, Kanaga Sabha, Nityananda Sabha. We will be giving a voting right to all existing Hindu ecosystems all over the world. Whether a temple running in Trinidad and Tobago or a great monastery running in Rishikesh, all Hindu ecosystems, we have classified the Hindu ecosystems into 11 varieties. Listen, temples, that is one ecosystem. Yoga studios, yoga centers, yoga training places. All this is second level ecosystem. Please understand, ecosystem means where you may not have one lead, one head, but so many people know so many things. Each one contribute to others' life, enrich others' life. Everyone learns from everything. Everyone learns from everyone. So this is what I call ecosystem, a temple. It's not that one person is the head of a temple. Of course, there are some temples, one person very sincerely leads the whole thing, very organized way. Great. If your temple has that kind of a person, great. Like Nallur Murugan's temple has that family, Mappana Mudaliyar's family. Their dedication is something extraordinary. Symbol of sincerity. If a temple has that kind of a leader, great. But 99.99999% of the Hindu temples don't have that kind of a lead. But it is an ecosystem where somebody knows how to do puja, somebody knows how to keep the temple clean, somebody knows to conduct the special festivals and rituals, somebody knows how to write books. So all of them put together, they maintain an ecosystem. That is what is a temple. So the temple ecosystems, yoga studios all over the world. Yoga studios all over the world is one of the most important introductory ecosystem for Hinduism. Understand? Millions of people, especially who are not born Hindus, get introduced about Hinduism through yoga studios, denying the rightful place of yoga studios in Hinduism will be only loss for Hinduism. All yoga teachers, yoga studios should be given their rightful place, respect. They should be made to feel welcomed. So just like temples, the yoga studios, all yoga studios all over the world where yoga happens every day, also should be considered as the ecosystem of Hinduism. Understand? Sometimes people try to get agitated and question me. How can you say temples are also ecosystem and yoga studio is also ecosystem? Listen, I am not saying yoga studios are equivalent to temple or temples are equivalent to yoga studio. I am not trying to equate them. Each one is uniquely but strengthening Hinduism. That should be recognized. Third component, it may look very funny for people who are seeing superficially. All Hinduism centered bookshops, grocery shops, restaurants, all public places run with Hindu principles. For example, Hindu clothes store which sells Hindu clothes, store which sells Hindu books, store which sells Hindu grocery items, which makes Hindus' life easy. All over the world. Understand, if you have moved out of India and living in many countries, all of you need to know more than 20 crore people outside India, either born or practicing Hindus. Very sincerely, 20 crore. Born or practicing Hindus. Listen carefully. We can't conveniently forget them or their life. If you are outside India and trying to be practicing Hindu, then you will understand the importance of Hindu grocery stores, Hindu clothes stores, Hindu bookstores, are where the Hindu arts, music is taught. All the things necessary for living Hinduism, people who supply, all those units also I consider as ecosystems of Hinduism. This I realized in 2004. That is why Seattle Temple I put next to the Mayuri restaurant. Because more people come to Mayuri restaurant than the temples. And San Jose Temple I put next to the ICC. Because ICC every weekend, thousands of people gather. Indian Community Center. So even these Indian community centers, Hindu grocery stores, all of them also I consider as Hindu ecosystems, which makes practicing Hinduism as easy. The third, the fourth, Hindu monasteries all over the world. Hindu monasteries and nunneries, you will be surprised and shocked. Only US, United States, has 1,700 Hindu monasteries and nunneries. Google, you will understand. With a clear address, having monks, residing monks and nuns, 1,700. I was shocked. Wow. Because temples are only 1,000. Monasteries, 1,700. I had a plan that every city where Hindus are living, more than 1,000 Hindus, we should initiate, invest and make temples and monastery. We are successful in creating a cookie cutter model. We just have to reproduce now. We will be able to do it. We will be able to do it. That's one beautiful thing in US. If you make anything successful in one place, it can just be replicated all over the nation because the structure is too easy. It's pro-expansion. In one place, if you establish your legitimacy, your utility value, it just multiplies. Multiplying is too easy. Franchisee-based society, so it is too easy to multiply. All the monasteries, Hindu monastery, that's the next tier. Then next to the monastery and nunnery. When I say monastery, I mean monastery and nunnery together. Next, all the Hindu gurukuls. Even though it is almost extinct, not dead, not completely gone, still there are gurukuls. Training, teaching, all gurukuls will have one vote. We have already started developing clear flow, who all by default will have a voting right. We are going to declare. All of them have voting right. Now it is their freedom to exercise the right or not. We will welcome, invite them to exercise their right to vote. And also a special category. Somebody may not have monastery, gurukul, temple, but he may be an amazing author. Not just publishing books, even in the Facebook. By his own right, he may be an ecosystem. So we will identify even those kind of people and give them the voting rights. We have started evolving the whole structure. I want all my disciples and satsangis to have intense spiritual awakening and empowered with Paramashiva's energy, Paramashiva's powers, blessed and empowered by Paramashiva. You should start preparing yourself to administer the Kailasa, to be part of the Kailasa governance. It's going to be really exciting because there is so much work to be done. Understand, all of you need to know, there are 195 countries recognized by UN and there are 770 countries not recognized by UN. In both recognized by UN, not recognized by UN, many countries, Hinduism is not even recognized as a religion. There are many countries. See, for example, 195 countries recognized by UN. More than 90 countries don't even recognize Hinduism as a religion. This will be very surprising and shocking. Now we have started working, reaching out to all those countries through diplomatic channels, supporting them with a lot of documents, understandings, trying to educate them, work with them, make them recognize Hinduism as a legitimate religion. That's the first step. In the 770 nations which are not recognized by UN, we have started working with all of them also to recognize Hinduism as a legitimate religion. A lot of work needs to be done. Actually, work is exciting when you do it for your beloved, when you do it for Paramashiva. It is such exciting, especially when you see the progress every day. I am so excited to see this new Devanagari effect font. Everywhere the practice in Devanagari effect font has started. In Kailasa, in Nityanandapedia, the e-books, everything started coming out in Devanagari effect font, which we started. When I was downloading the Kailasa administration structure and Hindu parliament structure from the cosmic archives, one thing I discovered: we need a large number of people had superconscious breakthrough, superconscious mutants. People who are enjoying powers of Paramashiva and sharing it with the world. The superconscious mutants. A large number of superconscious mutants are needed to take this forward. The ecosystem of Kailasa will be the greatest gift to the world. First round evolving the parliamentary structure, Kailasa administration structure, is complete by the grace of Ganapati and Paramashiva. Detailing and nitty-gritties are only happening now. I'm trying to evolve based on the principles of responsible democracy. Democracy, but people who vote will be thoroughly educated and responsible in that field for which they are voting. I am focusing more on these 200 million Hindus who are outside India. Understand? Unfortunately, they are not supported and helped to be organized. Of 50% of my focus is on Hindus in India. 50% of my focus is on the Hindus outside India. I should say, in a way, 50% of my focus is on the 56 desas from Gandhar to Gadaram. 50% of my focus is outside that 56 nations. See, Nepalam to Sri Lanka, Gandhar means Afghanistan to Gadaram of Malaysia. That is what I call 56 nations of Hinduism in those days, not present. I am not saying now they are Hindu nations. No. In those days, it was Hindu nations. So that whole 56 nations, I'll focus on 50% energy. 50% energy will be the outside 56 nation Hindus. I feel the outside 56 nation, these 200 million, 20 crore Hindus need to be helped, supported, to be organized. Hindus in Europe, Hindus in US, Hindus in American continent, Hindus in Africa, they all need to be supported, helped to be more organized, connected, sharing notes, understanding the ecosystems. Kailasa will be a beautiful platform for everyone to meet, enjoy, inspire each other, enrich each other. Make the world a better place to live. You can visit our official website kailasa.org for more information. And these parliament structures are getting uploaded every day with more details and understandings. The Kailasa administration and Hindu parliament structure. All right. Now, let me come back to today's message. Please sit straight. Listen. Listen sincerely and intensely. I'm going to connect with Ganapati and Paramashiva and all the gods and goddesses of Kailasa, invoking them, manifesting them in all of us, and purifying all the 36 tattvas in us, making Paramashiva manifest in all of us. All of you need to do only one thing. Just sit and reverberate yourself. நான்லாம் என் குருமார்கள் பார்த்து 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 என் ஹேர் ஸ்டைல்ல இருந்து மசில் மெஷர்மெண்ட் வரைக்கும் என் குருமார்கள் பார்த்து 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 செதுக்கி உருவாக்கி வச்ச வாழ்க்கைங்கய்யா. எனக்கு என் குருமார்கள் என்ன கொடுத்தாங்களோ அதை அப்படியே உங்களுக்கெல்லாம் கொடுத்துடணும்னு பார்க்குறேன். Yes, please sit straight. It is time. We start the process. Listen. Listen carefully. You just reverberate yourself. Do a japa of Shiva, 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 Shiva. Please reverberate yourself with this great Maha Shabda Shiva, 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 Shiva. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Shiva, 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 Mahadeva, Paramashiva. Let all 36 tattvas in us be purified. Let you manifest in all the 36 tattvas. Om Shiva Tattva, Om Shakti Tattva, Om Sada Shiva Tattva, Om Ishvara Tattva, Om Shuddha Vidya Tattva, Om Maya Tattva, Om Kala Tattva, Om Niyati Tattva, Om Kala Tattva, Om Vidya Tattva, Om Raga Tattva, Om Purusha Tattva, Om Prakriti Tattva, Om Buddhi Tattva, Om Manas Tattva, Om Ahankara Tattva. Panja Jnanendriyas, Panja Karmendriyas, Panja Tanmatras, Panja Mahabhutas. Let Paramashiva manifest in all these 36. Shiva, 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 गंधे पृथ्वीं रसे जलं रूपे अग्निं स्पर्शे वायुं शब्दे व्योमः एतातन्मात्राः तामसाहंकारे वाक्पाणि पादपायु उपस्थाज्ञानी राजसाहंकारे श्रोत्रत्वक् चक्षु जिह्वा घ्राणाज्ञानी मनश्च सात्विकाहंकारे स च बुद्धौ सगुणेषु गुणतत्त्वं प्रकृतौ सा रागविद्ये च कलायां बुंस्तत्त्वं कालो नियति कला च मायायां एवं विलीनानि विभाव्य शुद्धविद्यातत्त्वम् ईश्वरतत्त्वे तत् सदाशिवतत्त्वे तत् शक्तितत्त्वे तत् शिवतत्त्वे तदपि अक्षुप्तरूपे बिन्दौ विलीनमिति भावयेत्। ॐ शिव 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 गन्धे पृथ्वीं रसे जलं रूपे अग्निं स्पर्शे वायुं शब्दे व्योमः एतातन्मात्राः तामसाहंकारे वाक् पाणि पाद पायु उपस्थाज्ञानि राजसाहंकारे श्रोत्र त्वक् चक्षु जिह्वा घ्राणाज्ञानि मनश्च सात्विकाहंकारे च बुद्धौ सगुणेषु गुणतत्त्वं प्रकृतौ सा रागविद्ये च कलायां बुंस्तत्त्वं कालो नियति कला च मायायाम्येवं विलीनानि विभाव्य शुद्धविद्यातत्त्वम् ईश्वरतत्त्वे तत् सदाशिवतत्त्वे तत् शक्तितत्त्वे तत् शिवतत्त्वे तदपि अक्षुप्तरूपे बिन्दौ विलीनमिति भावयेत्। गन्धे पृथ्वीं रसे जलं रूपे अग्निं स्पर्शे वायुं शब्दे व्योमः एता तन्मात्रा तामसाहंकारे वाक् पाणि पाद पायु उपस्थाज्ञानि राजसाहंकारे श्रोत्र त्वक् चक्षु जिह्वा घ्राणाज्ञानि मनश्च सात्विकाहंकारे स बुद्धौ स गुणेषु गुणतत्त्वं प्रकृतौ सा रागविद्या च कलायां पुंस्तत्त्वं कालो नियति कला च मायायाम् एवं विलीनानि विभाव्य शुद्धविद्यातत्त्वम् ईश्वरतत्त्वे तत् सदाशिवतत्त्वे शक्तितत्त्वे तत् शिवतत्त्वे तदपि अक्षुप्तरूपे बिन्दौ विलीनमिति भावयेत्। ओम 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 शिव 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 Shiva, 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 Shiva. I bless you all. Let you all manifest Paramashivatva, Paramashiva Gadi, Paramashiva Padam. Shiva, 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 Shiva. Let's all reach Paramashivatva, Paramashiva Gadi, Paramashiva Padam. So with this, I bless you all. Let's all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, causing, living Shuddhatvaita Saivam. The state, space, powers, being, superconsciousness, and Kailasa of Paramashiva. Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. The eternal bliss, Nityananda. Thank you. Be blissful.